obviously there's a lot of conversation going on right now about Diddy. When you hear these stories, when you hear the lawsuits, the allegations, the raids, all this stuff, as somebody who's been in the industry, what was your initial response?
You know, I'm skeptical when they send the G.I. Joe after you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like no charges, and they're looking for the crime. And based on a rumor, to me, it just seems like they're looking for a crime. However, when I grew up, it's so interesting what was acceptable at a certain time that's being prosecuted now, right? So like when I was growing, it took Black Lives Matter to make me realize how unacceptable police brutality was. Because when I was growing up, it was normalized. But when I experienced the Black Lives Matter movement, I was like, oh, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, and now in the neighborhood, you don't see as much police brutality as you used to after that movement. Are we going to go back and prosecute all those police when we didn't realize, so there was acceptable, violent, hypersexualized, gender-based violence. Think about the things I was talking to Dr. Dre one time, and I played him a song, and he said, I don't like it. And I said, why not? He said, it's too positive. Music should only be for entertainment and to dance to. Your stuff has got too much of a message in it. I said, you guys were positive. He said, what? F the police, express yourself, 2 songs. And when he said that, it clicked to me. Oh my God, y'all was the most negative group in the world. You guys were saying stuff people can't say now. You were the worst.
The misogyny. I mean, the misogyny alone in NWA. And again, I thought NWA.
They were talking about killing women. They were talking about beating up people's fathers. They were talking. It was the worst. And the way we've made the music and it even made my mind think, no, you're a hero. So we're going back now and we're prosecuting people for what we accepted. All of us accepted it. All of us are guilty for R. Kelly. All of us are guilty for Puffy. You think people didn't see R. Kelly up at the high school? I'm from Chicago. We accepted it. They played his records on the radio. They knew it. So when we process, what do I think about it?
But the difference,
I think we're not all taking accountability for the culture we created and what we accepted.
What would accountability look like in the case of Diddy? Because I feel you on the R. Kelly thing. Not only, even after there were videotapes, people still bought Chocolate Factory. People still listen to the singles. People were still, going to Step listening. I mean, it was a very specific thing with him.
And have you noticed this? Artists always tell the truth. And when he get on, and Leo asked for a white girl, he talking about himself. Or the Pied Piper leading the children, he talking about himself. Or Bill Cosby, a gynecologist in the basement of his house. That was the joke. He was doing it. Like, so, right. There's always truth in the art.
But with Puff, the average fan didn't know. And I don't know any of the allegations. I can't speak to the veracity of any of the allegations, but there's a lot of allegations of sexual misconduct, of domestic violence, of harassment, etc. Right? Those of us who are not in the music industry, or those of us in the 90s who were just listening to it on the radio, we had no idea about any of this stuff being talked about. Now stories are coming out. As industry insiders, were y'all hearing the stories about Puff?
I never got close to that part of the industry. I can't really speak on that because it wasn't my thing. To your point, I'm Brand Nubians. I'm Wu-Tang Clan. Rap has such a balance. You could be, I'm over here with the Fugees. Like what they doing is the shiny suit thing. I'm listening to J. Rue the Damager. So, maybe Ye could speak to it better than I could, because I was never attracted by the lifestyle.
Is there, when you enter the game, is there a choice? Is it like a fork in the road kind of situation where it's like, yes, I could go down there?
Yes. But now there's less of a fork in the road. It's just a butter knife.